hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, oh, empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no, empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights. Turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Oh no. Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Crown Championship. This is day two, round three, and the first match of the day will be between Team SPD Emergency and C Sunday. And casting here tonight will be me, Fredo, myself, and alongside me will be your beautiful caster, Jinx. Jinx, what are your thoughts on this match tonight?
I mean, I'm just happy that we started. We were staying in a bit, I mean, in the lobby, and I think there's some network issues happening, especially in my end. I I mean, I don't know if you're getting it, the network connection loss. So, but I hope this doesn't affect the teams because for us it's fine.
そなた
But
の
for
願
the
いより
teams,
生まれし
if they
is
get disconnected,
barren.
it's going to be tough.
この
Now,
ランタン
go
の
in and
光
go
に
into the
導かれ
dark
る。
already. They ban out the Matilda as well as the Lucian. So Ray's probably crying in the corner.
Well, for now, looking at the bans, the Zushin and the Matilda, both of them very useful heroes in the current meta being banned out already. But that just leaves so many more options still remaining open. Let's see if they ban out the Hilda, the Sicilian, the Bruno, even the Lela, right, deserves a ban these days. The owner of the Malefic gun becoming way too overpowered after the recent update. So let's see what the next ban will be. It will be a very, very unexpected ban, defying all the expectations. It will be a Julian being banned out by SPD Emergency.
Yeah, I mean, when I see a Julian ban, I automatically assume they're going to pick up the Alpha, and that's what they're going to run as a Hyper Julian. As we know, he's a direct counter, or it might even be a pocket pick for someone from the side of she's Sunday. So it depends on which one it is. Now, other bands coming in, we see the Cecilion getting banned out as well as the Bruno, like you were saying. Along with that, the Fanny gets banned out as well. So there's a lot of heroes open right now. I'm expecting a EXP first pick, maybe a Gutout, maybe a Khalid, because there's so many heroes open. I mean, it's like a field day for anyone right now.
Yep, it could be the Khalid, it could be the Gatot, it could also be a Hilda here. The Hilda, a very, very good roamer right now, can easily disrupt the enemy jungle, will deny the enemy jungler to, farm up easily. That is why the level 4 will be achieved earlier by your own jungler. So, yeah, that's why the Hilda could have been prioritized there, but instead they will go with an Aurora. Very, very unexpected. Okay, like I said, the Hilda being prioritized here by the enemy side. Siege Sunday will be locking in the Hilda.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, maybe they could have gone for a much more flex pick in the starting. Now that the Aurora's picked out, she's going to have a very tough time against the Hilda because Hilda is like on your face, right? She's always like directly jumping onto you, and it's going to be hard to use those freezes, especially now with that Hilda and the Revitalize and seeing how tanky she is. Now, she can be run in both the tank as well as the EXP. It depends on how you want to play it. I honestly, Fredo, I prefer a CC tank, but looks like they're going for a Ruby instead. So that might be a EXP Ruby. Yeah, I think that's a EXP Ruby.
Yep, definitely an EXP Ruby, because nowadays I do see the Hilda always going for the roam. And that is why I feel like it might be a Ruby EXP, or it might be a gold as well. We really don't know. The Ruby could also be flexed out in this meta. But for now, it will be Team SPD Emergency who will be picking up two heroes for themselves. They pick up the Alpha, okay. They can go with the high loss. Two very, very high HP heroes being picked up here. And the Alpha, one of the top junglers right now, boasting the win rate of above 70% in the mythical Immortal Plus ranks. And that just means the Alpha is actually a very, very prio pick in this meta as the jungler. And now,
Yeah,
okay, we might be seeing a Paquito, but not really sure if the Paquito will be doing good here.
yeah. I mean, I wonder if that's a Paquito jungle. I'm not sure, but I was pretty sure about that Alpha pick, especially since they banned out the Julian. Now the Hylos as well. That's a good front laner for them for that back lane dive, right? With the glorious path lane. But okay, they were just teasing us with the Paquito. They lock in the Vexana. Direct counter to this Alpha as well as the Hylos. I mean, they're probably going to stop that phase in dive that's going to come in from the side of Team SPD. So they have both teams really good draws for now. Now they just need a marksman, they need a mage, and on the other side of SPD, they need maybe a gold laner as well as an EXP. But do you think this Hylos is going to be Rome or EXP? I mean, I think I would prefer him in the Rome.
Well, the Hylos could go both, but yeah, the Hylos could go for the roam as well. But if you pick up the Gatot Kacha here, the Gatot Kacha could come in really handy for those, catching the back line with his AOG. So that is why I feel like the EXP, if the Hylos decides to go for the EXP, then it will just open up a lot of possibility for the Gatot Kacha to jump in at the right time if they decide to pick it up. But yeah, there is the second ban phase already going on, and now we are seeing a Grandeur being banned out here. Okay, two of the top goal laners which are being used, which are being prioritized in the M6 series right now, are being banned out here by the side of Team Sheesh Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, with the Gatot, they probably have full backlane dive. Now, they could go an EXP Joy, like go full on BTK, but I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that. But I would like a Joy pick on either of both sides, right? Because they need some dive, especially for the side of Team SS here. They need a bit of a dive. Now, looks like both teams are targeting those marksmen, so I think we're going to see a Ixia ban. Um, Maybe not for the side of Team She's Sunday, but it would definitely work for the side of Team SPD.
Yep, definitely. The Ixia could be banned out here because the range it provides with the Malefic gun nowadays is very, 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 very large. And yeah, definitely you cannot really catch it that easily once it picks up the Malefic gun. So that's why Ixia ban could be possible, but instead they'll be going in with a Nolan ban here. I don't really think the Nolan is that huge of a threat, as compared to other junglers out there. But yeah, definitely it's their choice to go with it. They might be having some plans because of which they're banning on the Nolan here. But okay, for now, we see the side of Team Sheesh Sunday still yet to pick up their goal laner and the jungler, possibly a goal lane. I guess it might be the EXP as well if they decide to send this Ruby to the goal lane. And on the other side, Team SPD yet to pick up their goal laner and their EXP or roam. We don't really know yet.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see the ruby in the gold lane for now, but looks like they're gonna pick up the nades in here. Now, the problem with the composition is just Hilda for that back lane dive. There's no one really supporting us. So I'm expecting an assassin pick, maybe like a Hayabusa or someone that can dive into the back lane, especially to catch out this Aurora and help out the Hilda. Now, the side of Team SPD, they are showing the Beatrix, but I think maybe a carry would work here as well. I mean, probably good for some comfort. But look at that, the Khalid pops up. So they have that full backlane there. They think no one's going to stop them other than this Vexana as well as the Ruby.
Definitely, the Vexana and the Ruby have been picked up here to stop that straight dive on your face coming in from this Hylos with that glorious pathway and that alpha charge as well. And for now, like I said, this EXP will be going to the Hylos. I mean, Hylos will be going to the EXP, and now it will be the Tigreal being picked up by Auntie is gay. He'll be picking up the Tigreal here, and Rain will be picking up the Beatrix here. Okay, Beatrix, very, very, versatile marksman with all those guns that she can switch, and depending on the situation. And when you have a Beatrix on your side, it's really difficult for any enemy to push down those turrets, even in the late game, because of the Bennett's damage. The lane clear is just way too fast with that rocket launcher of hers. And yeah, definitely it helps to push down those turrets as well. So yeah, in these team fights, the Beatrix will be coming in really handy. But let's see what Sheesh Sunday decide to pick up for their jungle.
Yeah, they're tossing around a few heroes now. If they pick up the Bane, which would be good. Okay, no, they are looking for the Hayabusa. So I was expecting a Hayabusa, maybe an assassin. Definitely works out here because they need that backlane dive, right? SPD has plenty of it, but sadly, SS is no one really. They sort of have a front range composition. No one really, I mean, diving in the backlane. That's when you needed the Hayabusa. Now it just depends on how well that Hayabusa plays. There's no one really there to catch him other than the Hylos who can just probably stun him when he dives in. But both teams have logged in on the draft. What do you think, Fred? Who are we rooting for?
Well, I don't really know what you are rooting for, but in my opinion, I feel like the side of SPD Emergency have done a really good job with their draft. I feel like this draft can work out really well because of this Beatrix, which they decide to pick up in the end. And other than that, the side of Team Sheesh Sunday, the side of Team Sunday can actually work out pretty well, if they decide to go for a counter engage, because this Rexana's Eternal Grasp, Deathly Grasp, will be coming in handy to counter the dive which will be coming in. And that opening might just open up a lot of possibilities for their side. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all back to the Land of Dawn. This is the first match of the day in Crown Championship. It's Team SPD Emergency going up against Team Sunday.
Sheesh Sunday. Now, I did see the load screen there for a bit, Fred. Oh, it looks like the Tigreal is AFK. Maybe, the server issues we're having today is the problem. Hopefully, he comes back online pretty soon. He is the roam, but you don't really want to play the game without him. Maybe ask for a pause, right? But meanwhile, if you're talking about the draft, I do like the side of Team SPD, but it's just she Sunday has a much faster rotation speed with the Vexana as well as the Hayabusa. So it just depends on how also the Hilda, right? It depends on how fast they out rotate the sides of team. She's Sunday now. I don't see the trigger up yet, but both teams rotating towards the bottom lane in order to catch out this native.
Yep, for now, we don't really see the Tigreal coming online yet. He's still there in the base. He has bought the roam though. I'm not really sure if it's a network issue or if he is actually, he's actually just AFK. away from the keyboard for now. And that is why, looking at the screens, we see the Hayabusa about to reach that level 4 with just one last hit on that grip. And now the Alpha already making his way to the turtle as well. It feels like the goal lane won't be ganked first in this match, and they'll be prioritizing going for the turtle first. And okay, the
Yeah,
Tiger showing some
feels
movement right now.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a bit too late for the party, but just in time for the turtle. He's just, 3 levels down. But look at that, they're collapsing onto the alpha.
Well, you see the Alpha, he manages to escape using the Spear of Alpha in a defensive manner. And now the Hayabusa does not really have the shadows, but okay, he'll be able to manage to escape. And the turtle has been started off by the side of Team Sheesh Sunday. It might be an easy turtle because we don't see any contest whatsoever. And let's see if they decide to go in for something. Okay, Retribution was there on point, and it will be a turtle secured there. And think it want to take down somebody there with the advantage that they have right now, but instead it will be the Alpha securing the first blood for his team. Ryu takes down the Tigreal, and there is the onslaught still going on. Ruby tries to take something away from that Aurora, but there will be no losses whatsoever, and there will be 2 kills secured, but the turtle and a 1 kill going towards Team Sunday.
Yeah, but look at that alpha looking for some retribution, trying to steal the purple off the Hayabusa, but that's in a bit too deep. Hayabusa have the advantage, especially in levels on gold, and he gives away a free kill to Ryu over there now. That was just a mistake, in that total fight. The alpha clearly didn't want to contest for it. He didn't have his retribution, but his team just unnecessarily went in, and they gave up a lot of gold to the side of Team SS. Now look at that. They're going to take that advantage. Aurora coming in with those freezes, trying to stop those dives, but the red buff is still up. And looks like it's going to be a free red buff to Hayabusa again.
Yes, it feels like Hayabusa did try to pop off the Pride of Ice passive, but now there might be a dive coming in from the high loss. He uses a glorious pathway, trying to make a flank, but will that flank work out? Let's see. The Hayabusa is still dealing a lot of damage, and he uses the Oogie Shadow kill right on time, but there is the Aegis. Is it an Aegis? Oh, it is a Rose Gold. A pause finally, which comes in, and this pause has been called by our referees. So stay assured, this we will make sure that there will be a fair play happening. So yeah, there might be a network issue on any of the teams' ends. We know the server is not the best today. So yeah, there is a pause, and we'll be back in a short while.
Like we were talking about, right? Server is down. Hopefully, we can get the teams back up and running. They did seem a bit disconnected, especially the Tigreal in the last fight. But I mean, they sort of lost the early game, but they do have the late game capacity with that Aurora as well as the BTX. They just need to play it a bit safer now. They also have Alpha for that true damage, to chunk down the Hilda as well. So they have good opportunities mid to late game, but if we look at the domination coming in from the Hayabusa, they're going for that early game snowball. So they just need to play it a bit safe, hold the game, wait for the second total, wait for the third total, and then take the advantage for themselves. Now, I hope the teams are back though, Fredo. I mean, it's sort of sad they lost that early game probably because Tigger was AFK.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Tigreal did face some network issues, I think, because that is the reason why we are seeing a pause right now. And yeah, I think we will be back in a short while, guys. So stay tuned on the stream. Meanwhile, you can at least support us by subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notifications bell. Make sure you comment down in the live stream as well to show support to the team that you are rooting for. And make sure you share the stream to the other for your friends and family as well on your WhatsApp statuses, on your Instagram stories, so that we can also grow together as a community. We all, the main goal is to make India reach the international stage, right? So yeah, we all can make, play our part in it by showing support for these community tournaments which are going on. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're right back into the game. Eternal Guard dealing a lot of damage. And just as we come back, the Aurora gets slain by the Eternal Guard.
Yeah, I mean, that was just sad. I think just a bit. I mean, she reconnected with the game just a bit too late. But I did see Aurora lingering there throughout the whole last team fight with very low HP. Now she did have her passive, but probably it would have been a good choice to retreat. But look at that Alpha trying to get onto the Vexana, but not with support comes in from the Hilda as well as the Hayabusa, and they manage to chunk him down once again. Now Man of War here on 1-1, and he lost his life just in time. And the second turtle was up, so this is going to be one more free turtle for the tide of Team SS.
Yep, another free turtle. They want to look for another kill. But this time they'll be backing off, they'll be playing it safe, they'll be taking the turtle just in time with the retribution. And yep, with that, now looking at the goal difference, it does not really reflect so much, right? It's just 1k at the moment, even though the side of Team Sunday is actually dominating quite a lot. The goal difference not really showing the domination that they are actually showing right now on our screens. But for now, yeah, you have the Beatrix, you have the Aurora, the Alpha as well. So yeah, you might as well. Okay, implosion. I don't really know why.
Yeah, there is no one for support now. Tigger probably is roaming alone. I'm not sure what he was doing in the mid lane when uh, the Aurora was clearly in the bottom lane. And look at that Aurora once again getting caught out here by that Hilda. She doesn't have the passive to save her, and this time she goes down.
And there is another kill secured there by the Alpha. He'll be taking down the Hilda all by himself. And with that, oh, shutdown being secured there by the Beatrix. Rain might be able to pull a comeback for his teammates. But now look at that Alpha charge coming in. Entropy being used at the right time just to make the escape. A lot of damage being put in. But I feel like the Alpha will come out on top. And yes, he does. He takes the kill onto the Natan. But the Vexana takes the kill as well. It actually takes a double kill. Anmol takes down a double kill there in the bot lane, killing the roamer and the jungler.
Yeah, I mean that Aurora Knight doing all the work there in that last skirmish. It was sort of like a deja vu on what happened to Aurora, right? The Vexana's Knight once again got the kill on Alpha. Maybe if he had gone the other way into the bush, he probably would have been safe. Now, the side of Team SPT, they just need to hold it together, maybe work on the communication just a bit, then play a bit safe. Now look at that, Hayabusa going in the Squad Shadows, doesn't really get anything on to Aurora here, but I do have to say here, Fredo, that Beatrix is farming up, right? She's dealing a quarter of ton of damage. They just need to hold out. They just need to maybe try and secure this turtle. I'm not sure if you want to go in that aggressively, but if you have a chance, might as well take it.
Yep, I feel like you can gamble right now. You do have enough gold. I mean, you don't have the gold lead, but you do have enough resources to try and go and invade. But no, the Hayabusa will take the turtle yet again, and now there is the implosion coming in, but it does not really take anyone down. There's a double kill secured by the Hayabusa, and like you mentioned, the Beatrix is already taking double kill. The Hayabusa onto the Beatrix. Oh my god, what was that? I felt like the Hayabusa should have went to the Beatrix there, but instead he goes for the high loss.
Oh, okay. Beatrix trying to chase the Hayabusa, uses up the flicker, tries to get some retribution, but no. Especially the Beatrix now, she's the win condition for the side of Team SPD. Males, I mean, this face checking the bush is not something you want to be doing as a mage. Now, Tigreal as well needs to step up, right? That last implosion was just onto the turtle. I mean, he caught the turtle with that implosion. Now, if he just times it correctly, I think the Beatrix can really capitalize on the amount of CC they have, because she is definitely doing well. She's dealing a lot of damage, and she has pretty good positioning. She's able to dodge the Hayabusa, because right now no one's really targeting, or all the eyes are on this Aurora for now. Now, Hayabusa here trying to steal the purple buff, use up his Squad Shadows, but now he's lacking damage.
Whoa!
Look at that, look at the implosion!
Finally, the implosion comes in right, but there was no backup whatsoever. But the Hilo is still able to chase the people down. He does have the revitalize on himself. The Ruby will be using the I'm offended, taking in two members. Finally, the Hayabusa finds the right target. He might be able to take down the Beatrix, but no, the Beatrix does have the Rose Gold Meteor, and he'll be taking a kill onto the Ruby. And with that, the Natan sneakily trying to take those turrets away while everyone is busy in the top lane side. And will he be able to do so? Mid lane.
Yeah, she needs to back off. She doesn't have the HP that is required to defend them. But look at that. Look at Alpha coming in with the Alpha charge on to Anmol. She uses up the Purify, but does not have the capabilities to run that far, and she is taken down now. They are losing turrets, but they're winning those team fights here, Fredo. They just need to hold it together. And SPD, especially the Tigreal, maybe those implosions, if you communicate it to your team, you have the backup, you have the damage, you just need to time it correctly. Now, I think Freddy, you were asking if Beatrix had the ages, but no, she made Rose Gold Meteor first just to counter the natives.
Yep, that was actually a wise decision on her part. But for now, we might be. They're trying to take the Lord as well, I guess. But let's see if they try to take the Lord first, or will they be, planning to take somebody down to create that man advantage in that Lord area fight? And now
Yeah,
we're looking at the Aurora, scouting out the area. But let's see what happens for now. Okay, okay, there might be an opening. The Hayabusa does get an opening there, but look at the Alpha charge. Just sends that Hayabusa away from the Beatrix.
yeah, that was good, but take real here. Oh my god, implosion comes in.
Yep, it comes in very, very well. The Vexana will get taken down, but there is the Oogie Shadow kill taking down the Tigreal, and now the Aurora trying to deal a lot of damage, and the Frigid Glacier, no, sorry, the Beatrix actually coming out on top, and now she's the one getting the kill there, but the Natan will be able to take a kill as well. Takes down the Aurora there, and now the Hayabusa chasing down a tank actually. The high loss, very, very low. Might be able to take him down, but no, he'll be retreating back, and I guess there will be a Lord right now.
Yeah, I think the Matrix just needs to prioritize maybe the hands close. She needs a bit of lifesteal to sustain in those team fights. Otherwise, she's going to have to keep recalling into the base now. If she just had the hands close, I think they probably, with along with the Hylos, they probably could have taken down the Hayabusa. But both teams not looking, I mean, the side of team, she did get the advantage, but they choose not to go for the Lord. Maybe they just want to wait for the 12-minute Lord instead. It's just 1 minute away now. Tigreal here going in for the other implosion.
Yep, going in very, very strong, secure the shutdown as well. The enemy jungler has been taken down. The Hylos goes in with the glorious pathway very, very aggressively. Frigid Glacier connecting onto 3 members there. And with that, it might be 4 members going down. It will be 3 at least. And with that, they can go for the Lord now. But they do lose the Hylos in the process. The sacrifice was necessary.
Yeah, good sacrifice for that team fight. Very good glorious pathway as well as the implosion coming in from both the tanks of the tank side of team SBD. They're definitely stepping up the game. Finally, I think Tigreal is back. It was a bit too late, but it is just in time for them to take the advantage now. The side of team she's Sunday, I think in the last skirmish when they won out the team fight, they probably could have just gone for the Lord instead of chasing the Hylos because the Nathan was alive, the Hayabusa was alive. They probably could have gone for it, but they lost or the advantage, just extending those team fights, giving more time for Beatrix to farm up. And sadly, on their side, the front line, right? If Hilda gets taken down, there's really no one who's going to stop this Beatrix.
Definitely nobody to stop this Beatrix at the moment. You do need a crowd control to take down the Beatrix right now, because if you try to go in alone for the damage, right, dealing damage for damage, you might get taken down, because the damage of this Beatrix now is just way too much, and that's why they do need crowd control to take down this Beatrix. And for now, they're looking to siege down the mid lane side. Oh, look at the implosion coming in so well, along with the Bennett's rage. The Hayabusa are forced to use the Oogie Shadow kill just to make the escape, and that was quite close.
Yeah, but I think that was another miscommunication. We saw three people rotating towards bot. They saw that Roxana was alone there, clearing the lane, and then Tigreal went in for that implosion. Now, that's where the miscommunication is coming from, especially for the side of team SPT. Maybe they just need to communicate. And what is the game plan? Do they want to go bot? Do they want to stay in mid and kind of take down a few turrets? I think that's the only thing missing right now. The Beatrix as well as Aurora, they're doing pretty good. All of them are doing good. It's just a miscommunication. Now, Hyde was here alone trying to push down the inhibitors, but Nathan as well as Hilda are there to clear out that lane. Now, I sadly on the side of Team SPD, they don't really have a split pusher, but Aurora here, not Aurora, sorry, Vexana. I mean, thankfully she avoids that outcome.
Yep, and right now we're looking at the gold department. We see the Nathan already on his final item. while the Beatrix is building on his fifth. And that, okay, well, I speak, the fifth has been completed. And with that, both the marksmen's almost about to complete their builds. And that means right now it's already into the late game, into the late game area. And now the goal laners, it's time for the goal laners to shine. And let's see, will it be the Natan or will it be the Beatrix? And now, okay, conceal play coming in. Conceal play. Okay, Purify has been forced out of the Vexana. So that is an opening that they can look for. But the Vexana does have. Oh, okay, okay. The Hayabusa might get caught out of position there. Okay, uses the Oogie Shadow kill. But will he be able to escape? Uses the Shadow to escape as well. Frigid Glacier does not really connect onto anyone. Alpha Charge has been used there to take down the Hilda. And the Natan gets taken down as well. Shutdown secured there. Godlike into the hands of the Beatrix, and now they can comfortably go for the Lord. But there is the Hayabusa. Does he have the retribution? Yes, he does. There might be a steal coming in, but he does not use the shadow at the right time, and now he's forced to recall.
Oh,
But does the Beatrix?
Beatrix
The
is there?
Beatrix walks right into the bush where the Hayabusa is standing, and he might get taken down.
Yeah, I mean, he did not.
Oh,
He
that
did
was
not have
close.
ultimate. He did not have his ultimate. I'm not sure why he was waiting over there. Now, one more thing, Beatrix, I don't see her making a malefic gun, and that's probably going to affect her range just a bit. Maybe she could make it, and then she can completely avoid the Nathan, as well as the Hayabusa. Now, the Lord is marching down the mid lane. Don't really see the lanes getting synced, but this is an enhanced Lord, and he's going to take down the inhibitor. And look at that! Look at Anmol.
With the crown being forced out, and now there's an implosion as well. They will be trying to end it. Entropy has been used just to defend the base. Will they be able to take out an inhibitor? No, they don't. They miss out on an inhibitor, and now look at that. Oh, the freeze coming in from the Aurora makes the sacrifice with that flicker play, and they'll be able to catch out Dinatan with that. And definitely with that, they will be able to take down two inhibitors at least, and definitely two inhibitors crack open the mid lane and the bottom one crack open. Okay, Glorious Pathway, they want to chase down for the base. Will they be able to do so? The Alpha Charge comes in at the right time, almost taking down the Ruby. There's the Hilda taking a lot of damage, dealing a lot at the moment as well. The minions are there. Will they be able to end it? Oh my god! Aurora gets taken down there by the Hayabusa. No minions, and now they must retreat.
Yeah, this is extended defect, but thankfully they got two base inhibitors top lane. Looks like they're not going to be taking it this time around. Now, I do have to say, the mages, right, especially Anmol, he is sort of way too ahead. Maybe he wants to play it a bit safe because other than the Purify, he really has no disengage mechanics in his kit, right? He has the Terrify with his first skill, but that's gonna not going to stop the Hylos as well as the Alpha once you use it. Now, what I'm expecting is the Aurora uses up that Terrify when Tigreal comes in with those implosions, right? Along with the Ruby to save his team, to save the Nathan, because there's really no one on their side who's going to be dealing the damage other than the gold lane or Fawn now. Now, Nod is coming up in 40 seconds. The side of team, she's Sunday. They had that early game, right? Especially with Tigreal AFK, but now the draft difference is definitely showing.
Definitely. And now the fact that you have a Beatrix in the late game, so you can actually deal a lot of damage. But let's see, let's see. Look at that Alpha Charge coming in. Hilda gets taken down immediately. There is a Glorious Pathway, Purify being used as well. They're on the chase. The Vexana will get caught out for sure, I guess, and definitely it will be a Vexana being caught out. But look at the Sacred Hammer. The Sacred Hammer comes in so handy. Hayabusa trying to make a flank, but he is caught up between 4 or 5 people. The Alpha taking a lot of damage at the moment, and with that, the Hayabusa will get caught out as well. It's game over. What a turnaround there, Jinx. Completely turned around.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think I've seen see Sunday made a few mistakes now. Pirate Team SPD going in for one final push. The minions are pushing down from the bottom lane. They clear out every opposing minion and they end the game comfortably with that complete domination mid to late game. So, congratulations to the side of Team SPD.
What a match that was. From AFK, from network connections, from pauses to losing turtles to miscommunication to ending the game so well. What a gameplay that was coming in from Team SPD. And that just proves that even though you're struggling, if you decide to persevere to the end, there will be victory, there will be light at the end of the tunnel. And just now it's proof there by the side of Team SPD. Team SPD fighting it so well, especially Rain on that Beatrix. Look at him, untouchable, not even dying once. The first item, Rose Gold Priority, did come out handy for him.
Yeah, he also has the tough boots as well, just to counter the Nate encounter and more as well a little bit now. The gold laner is nothing without his team. I do have to give kudos up to the Tigreal as well as the Hylos, even the Aurora, right? They really came in clutch. They had some really good CC, and that really facilitated Rain to deal the damage that he was gathering up throughout the game. Now Hayabusa tried his best, but sadly his team, the Ruby pick, this didn't work out. Like I was saying, I prefer the Hilda and the EXP because she has much faster rotations, and maybe pick up a tanky roamer, a CC, because on the opposite side you have a Hylos, you have a Tigreal, you have a Alpha. There's really no one who can sustain your damage, and I think that's where it really failed the side of Team SS.
Yep, and that is the summary of the match so far. But this is the first match of the day. We have more matches lined up on Crown Championship. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned on the stream and make sure you like and subscribe and share the stream so that nobody misses out the next matches. And with that, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be back in a short while.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Okay, okay. Everyone, welcome back to the Crown Championship. This is day number 2, round number 3. This is the second match of today. Now, on the blue side, we have Limitless, in Phoenix. And on the red side, we have Old School. Now, I'm just going to call them LI for now. And joining me on the cast just is the wonderful Shin. Shin, say hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Crown Championship India. Guys, today we are kicking off the day 2 of round 3. And as Jinx already mentioned, we have Team Limitless Infinix LI on the blue side and Team Old School OS on the red side. So, as you can see, the draft is already rolling, and the first ban would be that Fanny. And a surprise Julian ban, I would say here, Jinx.
Yeah, I said this is the last game as well when I was casting with Fredo. As soon as I see the Julian ban, I sort of think they're going for alpha hyper. Now it just depends on whether they, whether my predictions come correct. But meanwhile, the both sides looking to choke down that hyper picks, and they ban out the Suyu as well. So are we going to see another assassin ban? But no, they're going to the Lucian instead. Now she's a very annoying mate, so I understand that ban.
Yes, the mid prio is so high with Azushin, continuously able to poke the frontliners with her annoying lantern flare as well. So seems like they really don't want that hero on map. But again, the other thing the teams can focus on is the golden right now. It's really fought after the picks like the Bruno, the Beatrix, as well as some other MMs have really risen on the top. So I think we might see some MM bans coming in the next 2 slots. So let's see if they want to prio that thing or not. But again, you see, there comes the Hayabusa, another assassin getting banned here, Jinx.
True. I mean, like you were saying, looks like the side of Team LI just want to ban out and choke down that, hyper picks. But if you see the side of Team Old School with the Zushan as well as the Julian, I'm just so I'm rooting for that
愛が永遠
alpha pick. Now the ban of
夜も永
Sicilian
遠
as well. We know that mid to late game Sicilian is definitely someone to be scared of. So that's a pretty good ban as well from the coming in from the side of team old school. Now first pick for Bacha here. There's a lot of heroes open, right? Do they want to lock in the Bruno immediately, especially the Malefic gun? He's a prio pick constantly, especially if you watch M6 Action, like he's just first pick everywhere with so it depends, but surprisingly he can be countered by a Layla. Now we never thought Layla was going to be in the meta, but she is.
I mean, what's better way to counter range with some more range of your own? And we all know how big of a range Layla has. But again, the problem with Layla is like she needs a lot of front line and a lot of peel for her to perform. And that early game, she really has to play very safe. And if a team can provide that kind of environment for a Layla, I think the game would be really easily won in the late game. But again, like we were to mentioning, the Bruno was left open, and like team Limitless, they will pick that hero up. So right now, there's a lot of heroes again open. To answer back, the Mathilda is open. The chip is open if they want to go for the Roma pick here. But again, the EXP lane is something which is also prio next right after that goal lane right now. So will we see a Hilda or a Khalid pick here? Is the question now.
Yeah. Yeah, but like when you have a Bruno on your side, you want a full dive in composition. Just lock in the Hylos, lock in the Guttoad. I don't see either of them getting picked or getting banned out right now. That would have been two very good first picks. Hylos with the glorious pathway, just dive in the back lane, then Guttoad comes in with the AOG. And this just, Bacha is just going to get caught out, but they choose to instead go in for the Nana. That's something I'm very unsure of, but they do pick up the Layla as well. So, like we're talking about the counter range with range, but the safety more school, they need more dive, they need the gutter, they need the high lows, maybe even the joy would definitely work out and just completely counter this Bruno. But I'm not sure about the draft for now because they just sort of opened up the draft, right?
Yes, that Nana pick also caught me by surprise once again. We don't really get to see that hero being prio picked so fast in the draft. But again, to answer back would be that Vexana as well as the Cho. So that is a lot of mid control coming in if that Cho is played as a roamer. So that will be a very pick off based composition. But a saber being instantly locked in from the side of team old school. Are we going back to the old school way of playing MLBB here, Jinx?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm just like, I'm gonna throw my predictions out of the window and just let them pick their comfort heroes. Now, Light Yagami on to the Saber. Now, he's sort of a one shot, one kill a hero, right? He can lock only one
筋
person. It's
肉
either
は 鋼
going to be the
のよう
Vexana
に
or it's going to
骨は
be
ダイ
the
ヤよりも硬い
Bruno. But as soon as Saber dives, you have the Cho coming in here to stop him. So I'm not very sure, but two of the picks from old school, especially Nana as well as the Saber, they banned the Gutto themselves. I was hoping they pick it up because they need a lot of dive on their side to facilitate, the opponents. Like look at that, the Bruno as well as the Vexana. Just the draft I feel is really lacking already from the side of team old school.
Yes, right now they are, lacking in the sustain department. But again, with the pick like a saber, it can be used in the roam section. That can force that Bruno as well as that Vexana go for a purify, So that can be something that they might be trying to bait from the side of team
この鎖に
Limitless
縛られ
here.
ているのは
But again, that might
私だけではない
also put a joy in the draft, with the purify, the joy can have a field day because they won't be able to flicker away if they had the chance to pick up flicker. But yes, it all comes down how the draft is played here. Right now we can see the side of team old school. They are banning that Garot Kacha themselves. So that is one hero already off the chart as well as that Carmilla. So I feel they fear that the side of Team Limitless, they might have gone for a Carmilla for that, strong team fight. And the ban coming in from the side of Team Limitless is that Phoebe is really strong, really annoying to deal with. And I feel, with a Layla draft, it can really shine. It can give that space for that Layla to free hit the enemies altogether.
True, but if you look at the draft, did they pick up the joy now? They're just too squishy, and towards the middle late game, there's just going to be impossible to tank any of the damage coming in from the Bruno. So it's going to be a very bad draft if they choose to do it now. I was thinking about
Your
the
team
Khalid
is
pick. I was sort of
destroyed.
like, are they going to pick it up themselves or are they going to ban it? But instead they choose to ban it out. But that would have been a good pick as well because the side of Team Li, they need some dive onto the Layla now. One more thing I'm noticing here, Shin, both the marksmen have inspire as their spell. So hopefully when we go into the game, they change it out, maybe for a purify, maybe for a flicker, because both, especially Layla, right? She needs that flicker to position herself well in those team fights, especially when you have a Cho on the opposite side.
Definitely, definitely, Jinx here. She should go for that purify or that flicker probably, but here comes Hylos pick. But I would just like to continue with my joke. They might go for the old school way and just use that inspire on that Layla, just to show us that how it's done in the old school manner in MLBB. But again, a purify or a flicker would really be beneficial for that Layla. Able to reposition herself or get out of that dive coming in from the side of team Limitless here. But again, with the pick coming in of the Hylos, that is a front line secured. So that there is that hope we were looking for. So this Hylos might go for the EXP lane because they have a saber which can be used in the roam. But I don't feel like the saber will go to the jungle. Fearing the side of team Limitless can pick a tanky jungler that will totally nullify that saber's damage in the game.
Yeah, I'm not very sure either now. The side of Team Li, they're showing the Fredrin as well as the Argus now. They have one pusher, the Argus. We know how he plays in that, EXP lane. He's just always in one lane pushing down. He gets really scary mid to late game, and especially if there's a lot in your base, you know you're going down immediately now. I do like the Fredrin pick, but looks like all our predictions for the side of Team Old School are completely wrong here, Shin. We're gonna see the Saber in the roam, we're going to see high lows in the EXP, and then we're going to see a Hanzo hyper coming in. This time, I personally would probably prefer a bit more dive, maybe with the joy. The Hanzo is not in the meta right now, but it just depends on how well they just execute the draft because this is the second game. The drafts have been logged in. Shin, who are we rooting for?
I mean, I would just like to mention, my prediction did come true for those spells. You can see Bruno as well as that Vexana going for that Purify and for that Layla. It's still that inspired. So by jokes weren't just jokes. It actually is the truth. So again, with the draft locked in, I see the side of team Limitless really having a very
Welcome
very
to
strong
MOBA
late game.
Legend.
But somewhere their early games lacking a little bit. Yes, they
5
do
seconds
have
till
that
the
pick of
enemy reaches the
potential with that show,
battlefield.
but
Smash
the
them.
damage will be just coming from that Vexana at least because
Destroyed.
both the EXP laners as well as the gold laner need those items to be locked in. And right now we are in the land of dawn. This is the second match of the day in the Crown Championship. This is round 3, day 2. So Team Limitless and Phoenix on the red side. I mean, on the blue side, I'm sorry, as well. On the red side, we have Team Old School. So, Jinx, what do you think so far? The game is already rolling.
I think it all depends on that gold lane, right? We know the gold lane meta is going on right now. The only thing I'm scared of for the side of team old school is that Layla pick. Now, Layla, we know she has the range, but she sadly does not have the kit to disengage in those team fights, and now she has that inspire as well. So she's sort of like a glass cannon, and as soon as if Cho gets that flicker ultimate play onto her, I think it's just a GG. I'm not very sure about the Nana pick as well, but hopefully they can execute it this time around, especially the Saber, right? He needs to lock in on the Bruno, but as well as the Vexana, but sadly both of them have Purify. So I'm sort of expecting the side of Team Infinix to have the advantage now. Look at that. We see the first blood going in onto the Saber. The hands are coming in with a fast rotation, but Fredrin here tanking all of the damage. He's going in, but his team doesn't have the damage to help out. And finally, we see Vexana coming in getting that damage on Vega.
Damn, the fight was just turned around. You can see again the so much damage being placed onto that Hanzo, completely isolated from his team, will get taken down, and that's 3 kill going to the side of Team Infinix here. They are already rolling. You can see the goal lead is slowly building up, as well as the first neutral objective will spawn soon again on the top. And you can see that Hyla's trying to go in on the turret with that in revitalize won't be enough, and that Argus really outplaying that Hylo so bad. Not a good look when you are on that EXP lane.
Yeah, but it's fine. They just got the EXP. Now, once again, skirmish happening onto the red buff area of the side of Team Old School. Look at that Hanzo going in the ultimate, gets the kill onto the Vexana, but they still want more. Look at that Fred and going with the taunt.
Oh, but a lot of damage being placed onto that Saber. Does not use a triple sweep, yes, but will use that again. The kills goes to the Nana. The glorious pathway used defensively just to get out of there. Layla into the team fight, dealing a lot of damage. The Chow still surviving with a sliver of HP. Hylos trying to chase him with the Ring of Punishment, not enough. The Argus using that ultimate defensively won't be able to get out of there, and the Turtle Prio certainly shifts towards the side of Team Old School. They are in the control now in that river area.
Yeah, the Argus seems a bit lost in that fight. He was like, who should I kill? Who should I kill? And he unfortunately caught absolutely no one. That's a very good pick off by Saber. Right now, Fredrin it's not tanky whatsoever, right? So he can pick up the Fredrin and he got it just in time for that turtle. Now, Cho being very aggressive here this time. I'm not sure who that last turtle went to. I missed that out. But we do see the rotations coming in from side team. Old School is making up for their draft, definitely. They're trying to facilitate every lane. They're doing pretty good. It's just the Layla, right? You need to, if you're playing Layla, especially in a late game, you have to play it very, very safe. But look at that bottom lane once again. There's going to be a team fight.
Yes, but the team fight is just turned around. You can see the Saber just being bursted down. The Hanzo's ultimate not really used properly because that Layla is just completely isolated. Will get taken down with the way of the dragon as well as the damage from the Bruno, and the Dana taking a ton of damage. Does not have the passive, and a double kill going to the Bruno. Might get online sooner than we expect. You can see already setting with a score of 3-0 and 3, and this Bruno has already locked in that first item, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the spell difference comes in. Layla, she can't really do much at all because the Cho is there always who's gonna just kick her into the team fight. Now, I was saying that it was a team fight, but it was just an eradication completely. That was a three-man kill down in the bot lane.
Definitely, you know what? I'll take it back because another fight taking place on the mid lane. You can see the Nana does have the passive to get out, will survive for a bit longer, but that damage from that Hanzo, would that be enough to take that Vexana? No, it is not. But again, like you were mentioning, that Layla would not be able to get online unless she locks in those items, and that time will only come when she reaches that level 12, when she will have that maximum range from her damage kit. But again, on the blue buff of that Hanzo, that Saber really locked in, uses the triple sweep, gets a kill onto that Fredrin, and a double kill. What a turnaround already coming from Light Yagami. As you can see, they are again on the driver's seat, the side of Team Old School.
And they're still going in, they still want more, and they managed to get the kill onto the Vexana. You really need to give away the kudos to the Hanzo here, right? He's making the most of his kit. He's in those team fights, he's getting that early game aggression that you need with this sort of composition. Now, that was a 4-man white hot show, is slowly coming back into the fight, but there's no one. Okay, no, Hanzo gets the retribution out of the turtle, but Cho kicking the Hanzo away, but that was just boring.
But the Saber is there to use that triple sweep just to take that kill onto that Fredrin. Not really having a very good game, sitting at a score of 1-3-1. The thing with Saber is that he has that armor break skill, that passive of his can really walk in the favor of Team Old School. Right now you can see the Bruno taking a lot of damage, chunked really low, just using that Purify to survive, but won't be enough because that mega kill will go to that Hanzo. Right now they are taking charge onto that goal lane, able to take that first tier turret down. Right now the rotation is coming in though.
True, but I think they're gonna just disengage here. No point in fighting now. No wonder the Saber can easily kill the Fredrin. Fredrin still does not even have his first item. Being the jungler of the side of Team Limitless, he is very back in farm, right? He was just taking unnecessary team fights. Now once again he's trying to protect his purple buff, but there's gonna be a 4-man collapse onto it.
Oh, the knockup does strike, but triple sweep again takes that Fredrin down as the kill goes to that Argus. Right now you can see he's using that ultimate just to get back, with the way of the dragon does connect onto that Hylas completely isolated under the second tier turret and will fall. A 2-for-1 trade going in the favor of Team Infinix right now. The tempo of the game is so back and forth here. Jinx not really sure which team is taking the lead because right now the goal lead is still in the favor of Team Old School right now, but who knows what will happen in the next minute.
Yeah, I think for now it's definitely Silent Team Old School that has the lead. They have 2k advantage, almost a 3k, and they got two inhibitors as well. Actually, the Hanzo being so aggressive. Look at that. He doesn't care who it is. He doesn't care if it's a Bruno, if it's a Vexana, if it's a Joe. He's going to lock in on to anybody at this point because he has a damage. Now, he didn't manage to kill the Joe there. Look at Fredden once again taking a very unnecessary fight. The Bruno as well as the Vexana coming in here for the support. They managed to get Layla once again, who's having a very bad game here, Shin, with a 037.
Definitely, the Layla needs to position herself really well, but you cannot do that with a Inspire like you mentioned. But again, same goes to that Fredrin. Really being that carry back. I mean, the baggage for this side right now. He's not having a really good game right now yet. So far, you can see him sitting with a score of 1-5-2. So right now, again on the middle lane, look at that Bruno taking so much damage. The way of the dragon will be used to just save that Bruno, but here comes Hylos and the triple sweep used onto that Chow will get taken down again. Hylos going in aggressively with that revitalize with the ring of punishment, but the damage from the Bruno might be just enough to take him down. As you can see him using those walls, taking that Hylos down. The passive will be used, taken down from that. Nana will also get taken away from the side of team. Wait. The fight does not get over yet. You can see a double kill going. The Bruno doing a lot of damage, and the fight just instantly shipped to the side of Team Infinix as they are back in control. The Lord is being chunked down right now, and like I said, the tempo is back to the side of Team Infinix right now.
Yeah, now Hamza here doing his best to defend the mid lane, but that last skirmish, sadly, Fire Team Old School, they cannot extend the team fights. I've seen Hilo do this almost 2 times now. He goes in alone without any support from his team. There's no backup, but he wants the kills. But thankfully, this time around the match, he kept the Bruno, and they still want more. It probably would be a good time for them to take the Lord, especially because the main damage dealer from the side of Team Limitless is off. He has been taken down. Look at that. Once again, the Saber goes in onto the Fredrin. The Hanzo comes in for the backup, gets the kill just in time for this easy Lord secure.
Yes, that Argus not having that ulti won't be able to stay there, but here comes the Chow with the G Kundo knockup. Will get that knockup, but the Glorious Pathway will be able to, zone the members out. As you can see that they cannot near the Lord, and the Lord will get secured by the side of Team Old School right now. As you can see, the fight is still going on. The Chow will get isolated and taken down. The next to fall might be this Vexana as he's being chased down by 2 members and gets taken down. The Hylas really chunked low by that. Argus will also fall as the rest of the members are trying to back off. And with that, we might go for a reset right now. But the Lord did go to the side of Team Old School. They have that prio right now.
Yeah, it's going to be marching down the top lane, so maybe they want to push down this mid inhibitor, which is probably the most important inhibitor in the game right now. They need to take down a few more, and they have the advantage on their side now. We do see once again Hanzo as well as the Saber going in onto the Fred in the match to get the kill, but Bruno comes in with the retribution for his team and gets the kill onto Saber instead. Now that's going to be an easy lot defend for their side because the side of Team Old School was just a bit too greedy. They're just, not really being disciplined. I have to say this for both the teams, right? I don't really see any discipline coming in from either side. There's sort of brawling version. I mean, they just want a few kills.
Definitely, the discipline is lacking a bit. As you can see, the Hans are going in again and again, not getting that kill. But here comes the damage from the Nana, able to take down the Vexana. And the rest of the members will be backing off, fearing that they might be next on the chopping block. But I think they are able to take some turrets down. So I think that Lord was not entirely wasted. As you can see, the Hanzo again going to the bot lane, trying to find that Bruno. The turret is 1 HP and will get taken down by that Hanzo. But again, lot of worth coming in. As you can see, the goal lead is again shifting to the side of Team Old School again on the top lane. You can see 2v1 situation going on. The taunt won't connect onto that Hylos. He will be able to back off. But the team fight does not stop right now. You can see the Fredrin being in the midst of all will get taken down. A lot of damage being placed onto that. Chow also has to back out. As you can see, the members are trying to push that mid second tier turret. Might get it taken down. As you can see, the Lela is working on it, and that's another turret going to the side of team Old School as they are leading the map right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have the Lord. Sadly, they didn't use the Lord to their advantage, but they finally, picking up the pace and pushing down those inhibitors. The hands are once again. What is the cooldown on his ultimate? Because I just see him always using it at this point. I do have to give one more kudos of Kershin. That Nana, right? I was a bit skeptical. I was like, a Nana. Is it gonna work? Is it not gonna work? But it's definitely working, right? She's on 4 to 12. She's doing great. She's doing a lot of damage, especially because she's able to lock down onto the Vexana or the Bruno, and both of them don't have any defense as of now. So Bruno finally making the rose gold meteor, and he definitely needs it, especially against the Hylos as well as the Nana. Now they are a bit too forward. So that Hanzo once again trying to target the Bruno, but he's getting taken down. He loses out his ultimate.
Oh, but the knockup! Look at that double knockup coming in from the side of Team Infinix. They are in the control of Bruno, dealing a lot of damage, but the clapback coming in, the glorious pathway used, but the members are not getting that damage yet. The Hans are trying to go back in again, might find 2 kills as that Argus does fall, and a godlike going. Both the teams losing 3 members. I mean, one team losing 3 members, another losing 2, but the fight is still going on. As you can see, the Hans are trying to go on to that Chow, but again on the mid lane, the Vexana going on to that high loss really low, but Chow completely isolated will be able to juke those damage as the glorious pathway being used again, but the Vexana is there to save his teammate. The deadly grabs used, but won't be enough to take that Hylos down yet. As you can see, the Hanzo again going back in. The Fredrin is there to save his teammate, but he won't be able to reach on that Vexana yet. But the Lord is still up for the take. Both the teams haven't started it yet here, Jinx.
Yeah, I mean that was so great to watch at the starting of the team fight. We saw Joe go in with that knockup, and then the Lord was like, "Hey, let me combo with you," and that was a 5-man knockup from the Lord, which completely changed the course of the team fight. And thankfully, Old School came back with that as well. Now we see Light using up his ultimate onto the Cho here, because Cho was just trying to give his team a bit of vision, but the side of team limit is going on to the Lord. Hanzo is there to try and secure it, but no. Fredrin gets it now. This is a bit too deep.
Yes, and the members are falling left and right. As you can see, the Lela is already online in this game, and the members are trying to escape, but not really enough. 4 members already falling from the side of Timo Infinix. The Bruno on the run by himself. The members pushing down the mid lane right now, and the Lord has been taken from the side of Infinix, though it might spawn anytime soon at the 41-second mark. Might be the thing that Bruno requires, but the Purify won't be enough to save him as the Lord has finally spawned. The waves are still in the favor of Team Old School right now. They are trying to clear that Lord down. The timer is still not up for the side of Team Infinix as the base crystal is being targeted, and it won't be on time as the side of Team Old School takes the game away with a banger of how it is done in the old school fashion.
Yeah, they just showed us that Old School is like in right now. They're probably new school, especially the Nana pick and Layla didn't really do much this game, but towards the late game, she was dealing quite a bit of damage. It was definitely the MVP for that Hanzo, right? We saw how aggressively he played on the Hanzo. Light Yagami was there for the backup, as well as Hylos to tank a bit of damage, but I have to give it out for Hanzo as well as Saber, right? They were always on point, always being very aggressive, especially with that composition. Now, sadly for the Salve team Limitless, I feel like that discipline really cost them the game. When they took down the Lord, they unnecessarily went in for that team fight, especially Argus. He was trying to catch out the Layla, but there was no point in that. You probably could have retreated, probably, used the Lord to your advantage. It was an enhanced Lord, probably could have won the game with it, especially since Bruno was dealing a lot of damage. But it was that communication that is required, especially in tournaments, just wasn't seen from the side of Team Limitless.
Definitely, they were feeling a bit overzealous with their lineup, trying to go for those early fights a lot more when the lineup was not really for that. They had the picks, they had the, tool, but again, going too aggressive against a hero which are already fed, from the first minute of the game is not something very wise. Yes, they were controlling that early game very nicely. They had those skills, secured for their side. But again, when they try to convert it a bit more aggressively than they should have, that was the downfall for the side of Team Infinix here. They were a bit overzealous, like I mentioned again. They try to gamble a lot, but most of the gambles were won by the side of Team Old School right now, because once the members got those items locked in, it was really easy for them to deal those damage, as you mentioned in the game itself. That Hanzo does not really care who he's up against. He's going and killing everybody. So I feel, the discipline was indeed lacking from the side of Team Limitless here. And but again, it was a GG, coming in from the side of Team Old School. Despite having a really old school approach from their draft, it really worked for their favor. And you can see the result on the screen, and it screams that Team Old School will move to the next round, whereas the side of Team Limitless, they have to end their journey tonight with us.
So, what I noticed, Sanji here has a Sky Piercer onto the Vexana here. So, I mean, she just got 3 kills, so that was probably 30 stacks, but then that 5 deaths probably completely cancelled it out. Now, I do have to say, Frost had a bad game, especially the Saber was locking him a bit too much. But well tried for the side of Team Limitless. They had a few good chances. If they just work on their communication, I feel they can be a pretty good, strong team. Hopefully, we see them in future tournaments. And congratulations to the side of Team Old School. But everyone, just stay with us. We're going to be right back with the next game of today. Don't go anywhere.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.